And we have a lot to catch up on in the macro too, as we have two huge weeks ahead. We get PPI and CPI reports this week, which are flipped for some reason, and that is going to be the last major inflation-related metric we get before FOMC next week. Now, market consensus is aligned for a rate cut next week, and an estimated total of 3 rate cuts as of right now. Now, I could see as many as 6 rate cuts, but let's see how things shape up as a bit more time passes. For next week, it would be great to see a measured 25 basis point rate cut as opposed to a larger 50 basis points cut, which would signal more of a panicked Fed reaction. I think they know that they are late to cut, but they can't blink now. As rate cuts are shaping up, the dollar is really going nowhere, and gold and equities have been running in tandem, signaling a broad-based hedge against debasement and inflation. Now, looking at historical trends, we would expect a pullback in the major indices within the next week or two. That's just analyzing similar years and similar market cycles. However, if we don't see that pullback, it's signaling an even stronger end to the year than we are already anticipating. Now, while I was traveling, I was in at least 20 Ubers, and I always like to ask the Uber drivers about the local economy and crypto just to get a sentiment check as I'm in different parts of the world. And I know this is just an anecdote from a few conversations I had, but it's amazing to me how similar the responses were across all those rides. Any ride I took in or near a big city, they really focused on how unaffordable life is and how they just work to get by, or have to move far outside of the city to reduce their cost of living to have a decent work-life balance. And then when the conversation came to crypto, not a single driver, not a single one was in the market. Some even saw it as an outright scam after the previous bear market. So this is a stark contrast to 2021, where nearly every Uber driver was telling you about the coins that they were in, and it makes me feel that we are not yet close to seeing a true retail-fueled blow-off top move in crypto. Is everything well out there in the economy? Certainly not, and we're at the doorstep of stagflation, and I really don't see a world in which there isn't a period of pain ahead as we adapt to AI and automation-related job displacement.